Okay, I'm going to attempt to give you a video of the excavation, but with the shadows and everything else, and even the bones are the same color as the dried clay. It's tough. I laid a few things out so you can get some perspective, and when I take photos, I'll put captions underneath them telling you what their significance is. I'm about 10 feet up the cliff, and then about 30 feet or more down. I do this without a shadow and the glare because I can't really see what I'm showing you. Okay, here's ribs. That was the first thing that was discovered. Well, the first thing was a vertebrae that was sticking out. And then the ribs. And right there are two vertebrae laying on their side with the tall spinous process pointing down. And then here's some in the background here on your right are ribs. And something else. I'm not sure what that is that's going in the bank. And then as we climb up, another large bone that I assume is part of the shoulder. And this thing is massive, but I still can't explain the curve right here, here that you see coming around with that vert. It's kind of weird. I almost think that I may have cervical vertebrae in there, and are pointed or were pointed up. So I don't know. And then come around the other side. My shadow's going to be of trouble. And there's a big old socket. Bottom piece collapsed under its own weight, but I have the pieces. Right here is a scapula. The bone pile's about 8 to 10 inches thick, and I don't know if it's a jumble or not. I just can't really tell. And the only spot that I can find is going back in the bank is right straight here. If you follow off my tape measure towards the upper part of the photo and to your left, there's a big bone headed that way. So, I don't know. Still no skull or any other extremities. Or tail. Looks like I got the very top half of the thoracic vertebrae tipped to the side. They're such odd creatures, it's just hard for me to determine what's what here. So I'm working on the back of this bank with this little scraper right here. That's what I use for digging almost everything, unless I have a big bank of clay that I got to dig way back into, and it's safe to use my little trench spade. That's about it. I got to tote my equipment over a mile. Some rough terrain. This is kind of what I figured out to use. I got a military backpack with a milk crate attached to it. Seems to work pretty decent for hauling stuff. So I'll be back with more photos when time comes. Thanks.